One of them is the PARA resolution, and I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but in 2007, we had our national biennial convention in Palm Springs, and a club in Kansas really championed getting information out about PARA, and we passed a resolution at our state meeting to take the resolution on to the national, and got 11 states to back us on that, and had a unanimous passage of that resolution. And what that resolution is, it's concerning Senate Bill 415 and H.R. 725. And we took a stand on the passage of the Veterans Memorials, Boy Scouts, Public Seals, and other public expressions of religious act. We feel that Congress should not be taking God out of all of these items.
Absolutely.
And, that's been a very big thing. The purpose of PARA and the reason that we asked the Federation to support it was we wanted to amend the revised statutes of the United States to prevent the use of the legal system in a manner that extorts money from state and local governments and the federal government and inhibits such governments' constitutional acts under the 1st, 10th, and 14th Amendments. I'm happy to report that our Republican representatives and senators in Washington have signed on to that bill. Sam Brownback was one of the sponsors in the Senate. Todd Tiahrt and Jerry Moran helped sponsor it in the House, and Pat Roberts also signed on in the Senate. One of the things we'll be talking to Lynn Jenkins about is her signing on. Unfortunately, as long as we have a Democratic Congress and Senate, I don't know that will ever get passed. But it's something that we keep on our sites, and we talk about it at every state meeting. That was something that we felt very strongly about. We have Republican women from all over this nation writing to their congressmen asking that be supported.
Absolutely.
So that has been very, very something we've been very involved in. We are currently working with Representative Peggy Mast from the Lyon County area. At our state meeting in June, our women felt that there needed to be some change in the Campaign Fair Practices Act, that we didn't think it was really a Fair Practices Act. So we will be working with Peggy during this legislative season, and she will be drafting legislation to hopefully amend that particular act. We hope to go and actually testify in Topeka when she is presenting her legislation, and hope to be very involved in that. And our very newest endeavor, we have a club that really does a lot of research for us. They're very active on legislative issues, and we are trying to educate our members in Kansas on how the Kansas judicial system works, how our Kansas Supreme Court and appellate court and district court judges elected, selected, whatever, because it does vary across the state. So we're currently drafting documentation that can go to every club so they can have an educational program so that their members will know exactly how these judges are selected or elected.
Well, excellent.
So we are very involved in activities to that nature.
Well, those are all very important endeavors. The more we can educate people in Kansas about this process and what's going on and just how these elected officials affect our lives through legislation and so forth, the better off we're going to be. And, of course, I was very excited about Lynn Jenkins. She came down here to the Conscience of Kansas. We got to interview her. And I think it's very important that these individuals that are moving into unique positions within the Kansas government can be supported and be supported by groups as yourself. I'm very excited. Of course, the Lynn Jenkins victory was huge for Kansas. It was, folks outside the state that would talk to me and listen to the Conscience of Kansas radio program. They talked about Nancy Boyd as the Nancy Pelosi of Kansas.
Exactly.
And it was a huge victory. And but yet people like Lynn Jenkins are moving into an environment that you kind of touched on as far as nationally, where Kansas will be representatives will be really, Republicans going to be a minority. We're going to have some very strong I think detrimental policies coming on in the future from the Barack Obama presidency and from this Democrat-controlled Senate and House. And so Republicans all over the nation are going to have to stand strong, going to have a backbone to really face these challenges. And we look for our Kansas representatives like Brownback and Tiahrt and Jenkins. We look for these folks to be flag bearers. I hold them personally to a higher accountability because of just the kind of quality that I expect out of Kansas legislators. And so I'm very happy that there's an organized effort by a group such as yourselves to really be on top of these issues and to really be a part of that. And I believe that in Kansas as well as across the nation, that an untapped resource are women voters, not only looking at presidential elections and what we'll be looking at in 2012, but I want to see conservative Republican women not only pulling the dial or pushing the CHAD and voting for electors, but I want to see them in the PTA meetings. I want to see them in the school boards. I want to see them in the classrooms. I want to see them in all the places where our youth are going to be affected, where public opinion and debate is being put forward, where conservative values can be championed, and some of the strongest people I've seen advocates have been women. So I see it as a great potential, and I just want to really thank you for the work you guys are doing. Do you have anything that I may have missed or we haven't touched on yet with your organization?
No, not really. We are having our state meeting on the 29th and 30th of January in Topeka. And if anyone has any interest in attending that and learning more about our organization, they can sure contact me, and my information is on the website that you gave, and I'd be happy to get them information. We will have a meeting on Friday, our regular meeting, and then our My Favorite Teacher luncheon. But we're really excited because our National Federation president, Shirley Sadler, will be our special guest for that weekend. And it's not too often that you actually get the national president to come to your state. And so she will be our guest for the weekend. And we will be actually honoring 3 clubs that are brand new clubs in the state of Kansas. With what was happening in the Republican Party this last year, I've had some women come to me and say, we need a club in our county because we don't have a club. Or we need an extra club in our county, so we're meeting the needs of more women that want to be involved in Republican women and learn more about what's going on. So we have put in 3 new clubs, and so she'll be here to present their charters, working on a couple more. If any of your listeners are in a county that doesn't have a Republican Women's Club, we'd be happy to come in and start one. They only need 10 ladies that are interested in what's going on. We can start a club and build on it. And again, they can contact me via the information on the website.
Excellent. Of course, the website, again, is Kansas Federation of RepublicanWomen.org. Now, for our Conscious of Kansas radio listeners, for your convenience, we have all things linked up for the Kansas Federation of Republican Women at our master website of Superior Conservative Values at www.ibbotsonusa.com. You can find all their information there. Of course, I would be happy to forward any information that's sent through our radio station websites and emails to the Kansas Federation of Republican Women. And Brenda Smith, I want to thank you not only for your time, but for your effort and what you're doing. I agree. This is a time for expansion. This is not a time for Republican women and Republicans in general to recoil or to not really see the potential for the future.
Right. We've got to start now.
Absolutely.
2010. We have to start now.
Absolutely. And it looks like what you're doing, and I'm very excited about that. And we want to thank you so much for your time. And Brenda Smith, you just have a wonderful day.
I appreciate it, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about our organization.
Happy to do it.